Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Off Brand, the channel dedicated to sharing fashion opinions, emphasis on opinion. So today guys, we are going to be looking at the Primetime Emmy Awards, but before we get started, make sure you're subscribed, make sure the notifications are on so you don't miss any of this great fashion content. So we're going to be looking at the Primetime Emmy Awards. I'm happy because, you know, with quarantine, Miss Rona, I thought we weren't going to get any celebrity events, but we finally got some. So let's get started. So we're going to be looking at both the men and the women. So I'm going to start with the men first, then afterwards we'll take a look at all the women. So first up for the men is Dany Levy from Schitt's Creek. He is wearing a grey skirt suit by Thom Browne. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's something different. I feel like when it comes to award shows, it's no secret, men are a bit disappointing. You know, they always come in the same suit, and if we're lucky, it might be double-breasted. So this is nice to see that, you know, he's going for something different. I love the mix of the masculine and feminine with this look, taking something so traditionally feminine like a pleated skirt and subverting it and making it something more masculine, especially with something really well known in male formal wear like a suit. I feel like grey is such a, it's not a color you see very often. You usually go for a black suit or a white suit, so I like that it's grey. It's very preppy, you know, very Thom Browne. It's a great risk and he's pulled it off really well. Let's look. Next up is Jeremy Pope, and he is wearing full Louis Vuitton. It's this patchwork two-tone brown suit and I love it. It's very Louis Vuitton. You associate that deep brown with Louis Vuitton, especially because of the monogrammed bag. The frayed hems are really beautiful. I love them. I think they're so different, especially for a formal outfit, which is meant to be more tailored, more structured. And the two tones, they work so well with his skin and with the blonde hair as well. I just love the entire color palette of these neutrals and these beiges and creams and browns. It works really well together. So far, the men have not disappointed. I mean, we're 2 looks in, but still, I am pleasantly surprised. Next look. So next up is Billy Porter in this white suit with a draped shoulder by Ashi Studio, and again, I love it. I mean, I never thought that male fashion would just be popping like this, but I love it. I love, again, the mix of that feminine and masculine energy. You've got this traditionally male suit, but then he's added this feminine twist with the draping across the shoulder and the train that just comes from it, similar to like a dress train. I mean, Billy never disappoints. Mr. Porter never disappoints. Can we, like, he never disappoints, so I'm not shocked. I love that it's all white. It gives it a lot of drama, especially with the shoulder piece on top. Each of these suits have been so different. They've stayed true to male formal wear, but then given it a twist. I love it. Wow. Men? Not disappointing? It's crazy. Next look. So next up is Yahya Abdul Mateen II, and he is in this Louis Vuitton pinstriped suit. I like this. It's not my favorite so far, but I do like it. I love that he went with a print. Again, we're not sticking to the traditional black or white. I just wish he didn't go for the white shirt underneath. I wish he maybe would have done a Jeremy Pope where he had no shirt under, or if he had a black shirt. I think if he had a black shirt, it would have made those pinstripes just pop even more off the suit. I do like it. It is a strong piece. It's just not my favorite so far. He still met the mark. He hasn't disappointed. Next outfit. So next up is Jeremy Strong, and he is wearing a full grey suit by Geoffrey B. Small and a grey shirt by Hermes. I feel like in theory, this could have been, you know, a let's destroy the patriarchy kind of moment, you know, giving you, you know, a pussy bow and ascot instead of a tie. I feel like it really could have been interesting. In execution, she's giving very Hunger Games, you know, part 3, new Panem. It's just, and this is where I feel like the color grey can let you down. It just looks very drab, and the bow as well is so stiff looking. I feel like had it been maybe like a silk or a satin or organza or something with a bit more life, it would have lightened the look a little bit, because so far the look just looks so stiff. But I liked the attempt. I liked the attempt for something different. This is a no from me. So next up is Titus Burgess, and he is wearing a red tracksuit by Rickie. I hate it, but I hate it. But you know what? we're just gonna love the flex because he has lost so much weight. I love when people achieve the goals that they set out for themselves, and you can tell he just wanted to come on camera and say, hey, you know, while y'all been eating, I've been working, and the body's right. The flex is a yes. For that tracksuit, the camera would have been turned off. So next up, we are looking at the women, and to start, we are starting with Cynthia Evrio, and she is in this multicolored embellished dress with these puff sleeves by Versace. I feel like I shouldn't like this, but I do. I love the patterns and the color combination, the green and the purple together. They go so well with her skin. I like the layer of embellishment on top, and the sheerness to the dress as well. I do feel like the puff sleeve, that it could have been smaller. It's to the point where it could make her arms look a bit bigger, could make her chest look a bit bigger as well, but I still like it. And I like the length as well. I think had this been a longer dress, it would have been a straight no, but the length is so cute, although the hem, she's a little scary, just a little bit, but I do like this look. Next look. So next up is Catherine O'Hara, and she's wearing this black dress by Valentino. It's okay. I like the sequins going into the second fabric, but she's just boring. She's still cute, but she's boring. So next up we have Garner, and she is wearing a satin or silk A-line dress by Chanel Haute Couture. No, I don't like this. So this look is obviously very much inspired by, you know, Roaring 20s, Great Gatsby sort of vibe. It's giving cosplay rather than inspired. It's the accessories. I feel like the accessories, the way she styled her hair, it crossed the line and it went too literal. So now it looks like it's giving costume rather than referential, you know? She hasn't really elevated upon that style. She's giving us that classic flapper with the headband and the pearls and the flower and like the head dressing, but she hasn't elevated it in any sort of way. This is a no. I'm sorry, but I'm not. Next look. So next up is Yara Shahidi in this Prada gown with a feather bodice and jeweled accents. I like elements of this dress. I love the feathers. I love the shape of the dress. I feel like it's very 1920s almost. About it. Like, I think the feathers are interesting on the bodice, and I like the fabric of the dress, but I don't like the huge like black straps. It's giving me harness, and I don't know why, and I don't like the huge jewels either. I feel like it's distracting. It doesn't really embellish the way I think it should. Not my favorite. Not my favorite. Now next up is Regina King, and she is wearing this blue asymmetrical high-low gown by Schiaparelli Couture. This is it. This is stunning. Like, this is so beautiful. It's just everything. Very dreamy with the puff sleeves and the going into the back, and then the puff on the bottom, the high-low, the depth of the blue, that deep bright blue. It's very dreamy and surreal, like, which is very Schiaparelli. Schiaparelli is very inspired by like surrealism and art and that modern painting style. This is exciting. This is what I like to see, and it just goes so well with her skin. Everything just complements each other. The blue and the gold, that kind of royal, regal-esque kind of color palette, and then against her skin is just so beautiful. It just looks so surreal, like a painting, and again, just so true to Schiaparelli. Next look. So last but not least is Miss Zendaya Coleman, and she gave us not one, but two looks. So we are gonna start with the first, which is this dress with a strawberry shaped waist and a deep plunge by Christopher John Rogers. And I love it. It's gorgeous. That color, that violet, like jewel, like deep violet color is so beautiful. I love this exaggerated like hip waist type of shape. It's just so interesting. It gives very fantasy, you know, and that's what I like to see with luxury designers. I love to see them push into more fantasy and out of the ordinary type shapes. Very true Christopher John Rogers. Usually you see it in the shoulders as well. He loves a good like large sharp shoulder, but with this waist it's so beautiful, so exaggerated, and I love the styling of her hair. It's giving me like a nod to like a Marcel, like a finger wave. The ensemble, gorgeous. Next look. So next up, it's this diamante breasted dress with a polka dot skirt by Armani Privé, and she didn't have to do it, but she did. This is it. Just look. Just look how she, oh! I love the jewels on the bust, so extravagant. And overall, I just love this like elevated 1960s. This is how you reference an era where you take it to another level. With this pairing of like a messy beehive with the polka dots, it's very 1960s mod, but make it 2020, make it millennial, make it fashion. Oh, I don't know. I might say big statement here, this might be my favorite look. I hope you guys enjoyed reviewing these looks as much as I did. I feel like overall, the men might have taken it for me. I don't know. That's a lie. I feel like the women, yeah. The women stole the show for me. Don't get me wrong, I loved Dany Levi's skirt suit, you know, the patchwork on Jeremy Pope's suit, and I loved Billy Porter, the drama of that white suit. But I feel like with the women, there was more push in the boundaries. That Schiaparelli, ugh. She didn't have to do that, but she did. Just the impact that that had.
The power that that has, the intelligence that that has, the clearance that that has, the access that that has, the influence that that has, the profile that that has, the international implications that...
This was stunning. And then you had not one, but two great looks by Zendaya. That alone pushed the men out of the war. I'm sorry. I do love how in this case there were a lot of risk taking, there were a lot of risk takers. There was a lot of stepping outside of normal boundaries, which is great to see, especially since we weren't on a red carpet, we were just at home. So when we're not outside again, I'm excited to see how they're gonna push it on the red carpet. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there are any more events coming up that you really wish for me to review, comment the name down below. And if you liked this video, make sure you like it, press that thumbs up button, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.